As the campaign against the Special Anti-Robbery Squad SARS continues to heat up on social media, the Senate resolved to open investigations into allegations of human rights abuses, including torture and extrajudicial killings by the squad.
Now, it mandated its ad hoc committee on the review of security infrastructure to look into the allegations against SARS. The resolution followed a motion raised by Senator Issa Misau, who said the ongoing #EndSARS campaign and petitions he has received have shown that the squad has become synonymous with harassment, torture, wanton arrest, and extrajudicial killings of Nigerians. All right, that's the foundation of our discussion this morning. We have joining us now social commentator Olukayode Salako joining us now. Good morning, Mr. Salako.
Good morning.
Nice to see you.
Now, good to be here.
I know you've been following this EndSARS, but what have you observed so far? Others have said SARS is doing a wonderful job, that certainly when it comes to maintaining peace and order and security, we can't do without SARS. But their high-handedness has led to the #EndSARS.
Well, under normal circumstances, that organization, SARS, is supposed to be a source of blessing to law-abiding Nigerians. For Nigerians who are law-abiding, those who are not given to committing offenses, decent Nigerians, SARS is supposed to be a source of blessing to us, because I'm one of those decent Nigerians. So SARS is supposed to be a nightmare to the criminally inclined ones, and that is the whole purpose, especially the armed robbers, the notorious criminals. But unfortunately, because it is our nature, it is in our nature in Nigeria to keep harassing ourselves. Those who are in position of power harass the helpless people, helpless Nigerians. The judiciary harasses the helpless Nigerians. It is not only SARS which harasses. I should say it is the Nigerian police force as an organization. We only talk about the ones that SARS perpetrate because they come out to the streets to come and start looking into the faces of who they don't like. You don't have to be a criminal before the SARS harasses you. I have been harassed once. That day I was putting on shirt and jeans, and I was harassed.
For putting on shirt and jeans?
Yeah, it is a crime in Nigeria to dress in certain ways. You have to dress the way I'm dressing this morning before SARS could think you are a credible or a responsible Nigerian.
Well, is it not our people that said, do you want to dress the way you want to be addressed?
The way what?
Dress the way you want to be addressed. It is not, that might be the thinking of the SARS officials. Yeah, and they're thinking if you turn out like this, you are a responsible Nigerian.
That is
but in tattoos and backpacks and
when
jeans.
The owner of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, came to Nigeria, what was he putting on?
T-shirt and jeans.
And where is it written? In the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that there's a certain way you have to dress before SARS will not harass you.
Well, I was only just playing the devil's advocate there. There is no justification.
I know you were playing.
But SARS is only one organ of the Nigeria police. Like you said,
yes.
The entire Nigeria police force
harasses people.
Harasses people.
Especially if you are not a man of power or in power, or you are not wealthy. Look at the way Evans, Mr. Kidnapper, was treated. Look at the way they were treating him. Taking photographs with him and they were opening their teeth. Because he is wealthy. Or maybe he was wealthy.
With people's money.
With people's money, with criminally inclined wealth. But let the police catch a common Nigerian who doesn't have money or who doesn't have money to hire a lawyer. You see the way they treat them.
The Evans you just talked about
yes.
now, Jimoh Moshood, the police PRO, actually laid claims to the apprehension of Evans as one of their claims to fame, as one of the achievements of SARS, including a number of other achievements that he listed.
Okay.
But how troubling is it? How concerned are you about the response from the police that says that those who are calling for end SARS are actually criminals themselves or armed robbers?
Yes, there is no doubt about that. When a law enforcement organization becomes very, very tough, to curbing a certain crime. This is a social media revolutionary world where an armed robber could pick his phone and decide to do, to promote an hashtag against the police. But we know the name of the person who has been promoting it. He has a name.
Yeah.
And nobody has come out to say he's an armed robber. I have just told you that the modus operandi of SARS is crude. It's crude. It is not supposed to be allowed in a Nigeria of the 21st century. In a Nigeria of this period where human rights, decency, dignity to human life is the order of the day.
Is it really the order of the day, or is it what SARS is doing, allegedly doing, is a reflection of where Nigeria is right now? Can you really say that human rights is being protected in Nigeria and every other good thing that should be happening in sane societies is happening in this country?
I have just told you that almost every sector of the Nigerian system has been living in that tendencies to harass people.
Yeah.
You see, SARS was not set up to harass innocent Nigerians. But I have told you that it is in our nature, especially when a Nigerian has a weapon or a gun. Give a mentally crude person, someone who is crude mentally, characterly, someone that his exposure is crude, give him a gun. The purpose is not to harass anybody, but because he's crude, the nature is not the nature of someone who should hold a gun, who should carry a gun. He will definitely be looking for an opportunity to harass. And besides, many of the people we have in our police organization in Nigeria are not people who are supposed to be there.
All right. Now,
so we don't have decent people enough
is that what
Nigeria's police uniform?
Okay, you talked about the crude nature of operation of
yes,
but is that what is at the center of some of the high-handed? We've seen lots of videos of harassment on social media, YouTube. They're all there.
Everywhere.
Yes.
But is that what is at the center of this high-handedness by the outfit?
Most of the police officers we have, the policemen and women we have, for what purpose are they there? I am a police officer. For what purpose? Is it a job I'm passionate about? Am I there because I want to be a police officer to protect, to add value to the Nigerian system, to add value to the security system, to the security apparatus? That is the question. Many of our men in some of these forces were there, one, because they couldn't get that employment of their passion. The police was maybe an afterthought or
the last resort.
The last resort. So, and many of them also went there because they know that once you are a police officer in Nigeria and you can carry a gun, the tendency is for you to start building new houses. The tendency is for you to live, even without your salary, to live big without your salary is there. Many of them are in the police force because of what they want to become and not what the system wants them to do or to be to the people. So we know many of them. We know how they struggle. And that is a fallout of the fact that our value system, the value system in every facet
Is reflected in
of our
everything.
socio-economic life.
Okay, now,
it's reflected.
Now that the IG, Ibrahim Idris, has called for a reform of the SARS, is it enough to call for that reform? What kind of reform are we even talking about? Because the IG himself, only months back, cried out about the lack of funding, low funding of the police. And when you don't have the, what is needed to have the police where it should be, then you would have this kind of situation where it's to your tent, oh Israel, do what you can, you're armed, you can help yourself out.
You have to first of all reform that awkward tradition and culture that the Nigerian police has been existing in. It's a tradition to hold a gun and harass the citizens. It's a tradition to hold a gun and feel you can extort anybody. It's a tradition. The Nigerian police system must first of all sit down to look at how to reform the tradition of oppression. For example, it is like the same thing in our political system. The mentality of an average politician is that he is going into politics because of what he's going to eat and what he's going to become. It is the same tradition in the police system too. An average police officer does not even think about his salary. He doesn't care about his salary. He is in the police force because of what he wants to become. Extra salarily. So, you have to, for us to be able to achieve...
It makes you want to ask, who will carry out these reforms in the police?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
This present government has started it. Okay. And that is why a lot of Nigerians will not like this type of a government. We need orientational reform first before we can achieve anything. Give a police officer, give a police officer 500,000 naira per month in the Nigeria of today, because culturally, orientationally, it's already in their mentalities.
Yeah, but the police is an institution. Yeah, the police
extra income like that.
Yeah, but
they will continue to do it.
The police is an institution, and they go through a training, special training.
Yes.
And when you're talking about orientation for Nigerians generally, the training for the police is different from the orientation we have. It's an agency on how to engage the public and all of that. Yeah. Don't you think that it is from the training of the police differently, not necessarily orientation of Nigerians?
Training will only be useful and fruitful to decent human beings. No matter how much you train a mentally crude person, it will push the training ethics aside.
All right, Kayode, look at it.
He will push it aside.
Yeah.
And all he wants to become in that police force, in that system,
is what his focus
is what his focus is going to be.
All right.
Okay.
So that is the problem with us.
Yeah, we have to leave it here now. Olukayode Salako, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you.
As usual. Yeah. Thank you.